Good morning, friends. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. We had a pretty good weekend. We ate some delicious food for Father's Day. My husband barbecued. That's always nice. But even better than that, I got some fun new things in the mail Friday. So I didn't have a lot of time to play with them, but one of them was this. So I'm going to create a fun fold card today with you guys using the Peony because it's a builder. Look at how cute. So this paper is gorgeous. These cutters cut out all of these flowers and stuff. I think even these leaves. But the most fun part of this suite is the pieces that cut out these layers to make this flower. And it is so simple to put together, you guys. So simple. So we're going to make this card today. It is a fun fold card, but it does fold flat like this to go in the mail. And you can mail it out easy. And then when they get it, it opens up. You can put a panel on the back if you like to write to them or whatever. I'm obviously just making mine for a sample, so I didn't do that. But I'm going to show you how to make this card today, and that's it. Okay. Hi, Heather. Hi. I got to see Heather this weekend. I was so happy. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is, I want to show you guys. First thing I want to do is show you guys this paper from the Peony Garden Suite because it's really pretty. So the colors in here, there's only three colors. Well, I mean, besides Whisper White, the only other colors are Basic Gray, Gray Granite, and Petal Pink, which I really like this kind of papers that are just simple like that because it just makes creating easier. I'm going to move this coffee before I dump it. So, yeah, so I'm just showing you guys the different pieces of paper that comes in this. Some are obviously cut because I had to make my card today, but it's double-sided, 6 pieces, double-sided, 12 by 12s. So I like this pattern. That's just so simple pattern. I like that sometimes. Marble look. That when they have something simple that you could just use, like this herringbone looking one, rather than like a gigantic flower like this, which I love also, but just saying that the other ones are very versatile for any kind of card. Doesn't necessarily only have to be for a girl flower card or whatever, especially the grays. So that's that. I wanted to show you guys that first, and then we'll get started on making some cards. Actually making one card. So I already cut all the pieces up for you. Here's my guts. Really simple. So these are the pieces. Where's my little middle piece? I might have to cut another one if I lost it. I could cut another one. Anyway, so it cuts it out. When you're using the die cut, it cuts the flower out so that it already has this piece so that you can simply stick these together to build the flower. And it is so easy. On the back, you can tell right here, the pieces that line up perfectly together so you know right where they go, right where they're supposed to go. And that is on every layer. So this piece would go inside of here and line up perfectly along the back. Like that. See how it lines up perfect? And this piece would go in here. And up perfectly in here also. And they all just line up. I don't even know if I'm on camera. Line up perfectly like this. Here's your flower. This last piece would be for your stem, which I gotta cut another one because I misplaced it already, but isn't that so simple and such a stunning effect? I mean, look. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ink it, and look at these layers. It's just, I love this, okay? I could say with the sunflowers, they have, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to tell you guys. They have so many different kinds of flowers this year, but this one is one of my favorites because it's such a builder one. I love it. So also with the die cuts, they have this piece. So they have different, all of the ones that cut out the stamp set, and then they're going to have a couple leaf ones with leaf pieces so you could build the leaves on top of each other. And then they also have this, like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like, it'll cut one and then emboss this little twirly thing. I didn't get to play with it yet, but I think that looks really fun. I can't wait to play with that. So, let me put all these pieces away. Oh, here's the little, I'm going to go cut another one of these because I must have dropped mine on the floor and I can't see it. So here it is. See how tiny it is? Hi, Julie. So, and it would just stick inside of here and make the little center. Okay? So, the way I put this together is, first, what I'm going to do, I was showing you how to put it together, but first I'm going to take it all apart again. And I'm going to ink all the edges to make them stick out more. And I'm going to ink them in Petal Pink. This is Petal Pink paper that I'm using. Let's set all this aside while we build our flower first. So I got Petal Pink ink, and I'm using one of these little tiny sponge dauber things. I just put it on my finger like this, put it in there, and then I'm going to go around the edges like this. So I also want to do this little piece on the inside because that part's going to be showing also, okay? So I don't have to do the bottom because that part will be covered up. And I'm just going to do that to all my little pieces that I'm going to layer on top of each other. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, the shading of a flower is fun and messy sometimes. So you just want to give it a little shaded, see? Fun. I love this set, you guys. I also got the new whale set with the punch. Oh my gosh. It's fun. I'm going to be making something on Thursday on here with that. So come back. And then this one I'm going to do all the way around because this is the one that's on the bottom that everybody will see everything. These other pieces, the layers will get hidden behind each other, but this one, the layer doesn't get hidden behind anything. It is the bottom, so I am going to go all the way around on this bottom one. And on this little piece right here. There we go. Okay? Easy. So we don't need this pink anymore. That was all I was doing with the pink. Now we can put these together, and I'm going to use glue when I put them together. And I'm actually, what I found was easiest is when you're putting them together like this, or actually, you know what I'm going to do first? Carefully kind of bend these petals a little bit, like this. Okay? Very carefully. You can easily rip these if you're not. This piece right here could rip easy if you're not careful. So I'm going to be very careful And I'm just going to use my fingers to bend these flowers back a little bit to give them a little bit of dimension. I am going to be popping this up. So, okay, so we've got this big piece right here. I'm going to layer this again, just exactly like I layered it before. So on the back, it's easier for me to line it up on the back. And then as I'm going to glue it. So this doesn't have very much room to glue. So I'm just going to stick a tiny bit of glue in here. And on this side. And then I'm going to stick that together. It dries pretty fast. Okay. So there we go, the first layer. Second layer. Stick it in here. So see why we did the inside also, because this part's going to be showing. Because on the first one that I did when I was doing it, I didn't think about it, and I only did the outside, so I had to go back in and layer it. I mean, excuse me, sponge it with ink. All right, so this one now, and we're going to stick a little bit of glue on here and glue it down. Super simple. So when I first saw this in the catalog, I was like, wow, that looks hard. I'm not going to get that. And then some people went online and they were like, look how easy this is put together. You know, some demonstrators, obviously. And I was like, oh, wow, that's so simple and such a beautiful effect. I must have it. So, and I'm showing you guys how super simple it is. Okay, so and then I put the last one in there. A little bit of glue. I think I put a little bit of too much glue. It's squeezing out, but that's okay. All right. So this is drying, and then look at how pretty, you guys. Isn't that pretty? And then we're gonna put this guy in right here, like that. And on him, I'm going to glue from the front. Just a little drip of glue in there. And it's going to dry, and there we go. So simple. Look at how pretty that flower is. Alright, so let's get started on our card. I am going to... I got my cutting... paper trimmer. For goodness sakes, that was really hard to say, you guys. I got my paper trimmer today because we're going to score. We're going to use this piece right here to score. It has two blades. One's a blade and one's a score, just to make the score line so we can fold easier, because we are doing a fancy fold card today. And here's all of our pieces. So we need to score this piece, which is our main card piece. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at, where's my paper? Here it is. 5 1/2. Um, 6 3/4. 8 3/4. And 10. Okay, so we scored that. Can you see the score lines? And then we're going to take this piece, which is going to be our inside panel, and we are going to score it at 3/8, which I'm going to use this side to do that. 1, 2, 3/8. And then we'll flip it over and we're going to do 1 5/8. 1 5/8. Okay, so those are two, that's all the scoring we're going to do. And we're going to put this card together. And I also embossed on this card. Did I show you guys the stamp set in the first place? I think I did. So I'm going to use this. This was such a cute saying to me. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. I love this. This makes my heart happy. We're going to use that today. And we're going to emboss it in white on this piece of paper right here. This will be our front panel. So see how our front panel's right here. I'm going to emboss it right here. We have a little piece right here. We have a piece here covering up all of it. But it looks nice. So we're going to work on this stamping part. Then we're going to put our card together. So this piece is going to have, I'm going to stamp it in Versamark so I can emboss it in white. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. I love that. Okay. And I want to tell you guys something. Wait, let me do this really quick while I'm thinking. So that Versamark just works like a clear glue that glues this embossing powder on. And then when you heat it up and it melts, it looks great. Okay. So while this heats up, I know you guys can hear me now because I watch my videos. But I wanted to tell you that our ink pads, you don't have to store them upside down because they're already built so that they are upside down. So let me give you an example. This gray right here, when you lift it up, the pad's on the top, so it's already stored upside down, so the ink is always at the top when you go to use it. But things like this Versamark, like here's how it is, and the pad is down here. So I store my Versamark upside down so the ink will be at the top when I need it. Also, same with the black Memento ink. I store those upside down. So I just wanted to tell you because I realized I automatically put this upside down and I wanted to tell you guys why. Okay, so we're going to use this basic gray to stamp a couple leaves at the bottom down here. So when we put our peony on here, a couple leaves are hanging out. So there's 2 leaves in the set. One's a little bit bigger than the other one. You can barely tell. But I'm going to put this bigger one on the bottom and kind of in this corner. And then the smaller one kind of right here. Okay, and that's it. And then that's going to mostly be covered with the peony when I stick it on there. And then on the other card, I did put something up here, but I ended up not really liking it. What do you guys think? There's like another stamp in here. That's like a tiny little background looking stamp. Can you guys see it right here? I put it on here, but it just kind of looked messy to me. So I don't think I'm going to put it on this one. Alright. So that's all the stamping I'm going to do. So, we're done stamping. We're done. This is dry. Alright, so, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold all of my score lines. Take my bone folder. And make them nice and crisp. And same with my gray piece. Okay, and I'm first gonna, before I put this together, I'm going to put my panels on. What? Look, it's bigger than my piece. What did I do? I did this piece wrong. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I cut it shorter. Let's just trim this then. So what is this? Needs it. Let's not cut it. See, this is what This is what goes on when you're doing stuff live. I should cut this to fit. Because I cut this gray too small, which is weird. But it'll still work. Okay. So I'm going to glue this on. And I'm actually going to use my Stampin' seal to glue this on. Love this paper, you guys. Okay. Oops, I almost put that upside down. Okay. So that's on there, and then the other little piece I'm going to put up here on this little panel. And then on this piece, I'm actually going to put on this bigger piece right here, this one. And then so when we glue it down, it's going to be like this. And then this piece is going to go up here, but I'm not going to put that down yet because I have to center it once I put this piece down. So I am going to want it to be this size, 5.5. So when I glue it down, I'm going to fold it down like this to glue it so that I know it'll pop up and then be able to fold down easy. So I'm going to glue this piece just in case I have to move it a little. So just, oops. Sometimes it's too much in one spot. Alright, so I'm going to take this piece now. I put the glue on there and I'm just going to fold this in half. Like that. And then it'll pop up like that. Okay? And then now I can know where to put this because I want to center it. Like that. Alright, so far, and then with this one, we are going to, actually, we're going to leave this flat, so see how it's flat like that. Now, we do not want this piece to go above that card. We don't want it to fold above that. So if we stick it on like this, and then we find out when we go to fold our card, it's above, then it won't fit in the envelope. So we're going to fold it down like this, already like how it would be in the envelope, and put it right here like this. Actually, I think I like this better. And then when it opens, it'll open like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue. So can you see where I put the panel right here, but there's this little 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to put some glue on here. And then I'm going to fold this in half so that that's flat. And then I'm going to try to center this. And then I'm going to fold this over so that just if some glue squirts out the sides, it doesn't glue my panel down. Alright. See? Okay. So this one's going to be glued down onto this piece down here. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom of this. And just fold that over. Just make sure you put it on the bottom. You don't want it squirting out above this piece right here. And there we go. What do you think? Worked out. So, I like it. It was super simple once you have the dimensions to put it together. My beautiful flower is going to go on here. And I'm going to pop this up with pop dots. So it can kind of try to keep its dimension, but I mean once it's in an envelope, it won't. But we can pretend when we're making it. And I'm just gonna, you don't want it to stick out over the sides, so I'm just gonna stick it about right here. And there we go. Your sweet friendship refreshes my soul. That's really pretty, you guys. Alright, so, and then I'm going to stick some, I'm going to use these rhinestone champagne basic jewels. They're pretty pink color. Well, they're actually champagne color, but they look really pretty on this, so I'm going to use these, and I'm just going to stick them in a couple places like this. And one right here. And there you go. What do you think? You guys like that card? Hi, Kate! So, yeah. So this is really pretty, you guys. This paper, this flower is so easy to build, and it's gorgeous. So, there you go. I'm going to put a new Hostess code up. And I forgot to put a new one up, and I already used the old one. So if you guys want to buy something, then if you buy more than 50, you'll get a free gift from me. If you buy anything, you'll get a thank you card. So, all right. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Thursday, we're going to use the new whale punch. I'm really looking forward to it. Here's a little sneak peek of the. I punched this guy out of the paper. The DSP has a whale paper, and it fits the punch. So isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So anyway, okay, thanks for joining, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.